And it came out of her inferiority complex or whatever it is. And when she came to India, her husband left her. And when I talked to her, the person whom she was suspecting is one of the gem of persons I know. I was shocked. How could she think like that? Now I discovered that her mother was like that also. So one has to know that the purity of mind has to be there, has to be very clean and open. But in that openness, you should see the freshness of mind. If you are not fresh in your mind and you brood and think, then no, that is not correct. Today I am touching these subjects because we have had problems like this in America. And also America is a place which is seething with this nonsense. And I don't know when are they going to stop it. There's no end to it. But for you people to establish proper collectivity, it is extremely important to understand that you should do soul searching about it. You have to understand through your vibrations, through your own understanding. Because I cannot say you are wrong, you are wrong. You have to find out if there is something wrong with you to establish this pure relationship. If you people really strive to do that and really pray, I tell you, half of the problems of this country will be spoiled. Solved forever. You see, people are suffering from this disease, that disease. And when I asked them, why do you do that? He said, because women are not dependable. You go home, they disappear with another man. So better to stay with a man than to stay with a woman. I mean, absurd and natural nonsense thing they do. Same with the women. Now, if fidelity is between husband and wife, in the real sense of the word, again we come to reality, real sense of the word, then the man and women should become free like birds. They know. So it is the childhood relationship between brother and sister. I would say with everybody else in the childhood, whatever relations you have. You see, the child goes to one uncle, to another uncle, to her everybody is an uncle, to another aunt, this, that. So he develops all his dimensions of purity in childhood. But if you keep the child all the time, this is my child, can't go to this person, can't go to that person, then the child develops those corners. Then when the child is exposed later on, gradually, you don't have to give any ideas. He would not do immoral things automatically. You don't have to teach them about sex, don't have to do any, because after all in India, we don't tell children anything, we never talk to them about it, they just go. I mean, you leave them alone anywhere. No question, I mean, oh, now, say, I have my two daughters, now they have their husbands. They might fight with each other sometimes, whatever it is. But left to themselves, I cannot think it is possible that any other man can attract their attention on a wrong way. They'll be free with anyone, talk to everyone. They cannot. But I've never told a word about sex or anything. I feel shy even to say this word to them. How is it they have got this innately built in within themselves? Because the society, the Indian society, is such that brother-sisters relations are beautiful. In Greece, which is a very ancient country also, but now they are becoming modernized. So we have our Stamatis there, is an interesting person, as you know. Stamatis is a very interesting person. He's a lawyer and he is in Athens. So he told me a joke. He said, Mother, when we became young, I mean he's already young, but according to him became young much earlier. So when we became young, we all boys decided, let's have some good time with the girls to be modern. But immediately they all started, but not my sister, huh? Spare my sister, don't touch my sister. So I said, which is the girl who has no brother? All girls have gone. I said, no, you see, this won't work out. In Greece it won't work out, I told her. You see, exactly, he there suggested that no brother likes his sister to be exploited by any man. And this is the principle. How you please your brother by remaining chaste, and how you please your sister by remaining chaste. So there's a mutual controlling power which is innate. Again, I'll say it is innate. It is not forced by society, innate. But in a society which is so artificial, where all the time the ideas are put into your heads, there's brainwashing going on, you just start thinking there's something wrong, this is not proper, this is being something absurd. But even among animals I've seen, this works for quite some time. So what about human beings? So all these qualities that we have within us, which are innate, are beautiful. The societies which are spoiled, ruined, or we see these decadent societies, as we can call them, are the societies which have got a very good system built in of brainwashing. Even about, say, 100 years back in this country, the society was not like this. Even 50 years back it was not like this. If you see the films and things, you will know that the innate value system was the same. But now people are so much brainwashed that all their innate qualities have been destroyed, and there are all artificial qualities are there. Now Sahaja Yoga is the innate religion within us. And one of the innate religion, or we can say one of the innate religious quality is that we understand the purity and the beauty of brothers and sisters relations. Like, say for example, A is a sister of B. Now, B has a friend. Now this friend comes to the house and A starts getting friendly with B. Take it like that. In American way, I don't know how far they go, or whatever way. That troubles the brother, if he doesn't like it. That troubles the sister also, because she doesn't know how she stands. She becomes nervous. She's not sure as to how to go forward with it. So all the relations become confused, and they don't know how to deal with each other, how to express themselves, how to behave in a manner that the relationship between these three is again normal. And most of the societies which are so abandoned, if you go and really examine these people, you will be surprised that they are extremely nervous people. They say that if you have to make out an American among thousands, it's very easy. His nose will be twitching, his eyes will be going like this, his hands will be going like that. Of course, not such yogis. And it's very easy to make it out. The reason is, he's all the time on tentacles. He doesn't know what his sister is doing, what his mother is doing, what his wife is doing. Or the other way around also, for a woman. That's why the maximum number of breast cancers are in America. With all this advancement, if you see the statistics, the maximum number of patients are here. So apart from ego and superego, the worst thing that has happened to these modern societies is that they have lost their innate understanding of purity. That innate understanding in Sahaja Yoga now you have got it. So try to develop it and flower it. So the fragrance of that innocence will make each other very happy. And such a kind of a security. One feels so secure. And that's why it is a Raksha Bandhan. That the protection of a brother and a protection of a sister. All the time you know my brother is there, after all. My sister is there. A kind of a very pure, beautiful feeling that I have somebody to protect me. And this beautiful feeling, if it's nurtured, looked after, in a wider way in Sahaja Yoga, then you feel absolutely, absolutely secure. Like one lady went to Sicily, she was a Sahaja Yogini. And there's another one from another corner went down to Sicily. They were sitting apart from each other in a restaurant. And she just looked at her and she looked at her and they just felt they were both real isos. So she just came in by, she said, by the way, have you heard about Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi? She said, are you a Sahaja Yogini? I said, I am. I'm also Sahaja Yogini. They hugged each other and kissed each other. See, normally if it is done with a woman, here they will call her something else. But they described Mother, we started crying. Because both we are very lonely there and we started crying. Such beautiful relationship. But if she, any such, I mean, I was surprised that when some people came to India, they said, oh my God, here all the girls are holding each other's hands. I said, why? Whose hands they should hold that? First I couldn't understand and they were surprised. How are they holding each other's hand? So I mean that everybody is a target. Everybody is looked into as if he is a dirty fellow. Whether it's a man or a woman. Whether it is relationship between man or woman and woman. I mean, it's filth. It's dirt. So we have to get out of it. And to get out of it, we must understand that relationships are only enjoyed if they are pure.